Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to PL 1010 and I want to take a few minutes to walk you through the syllabus. Just like you would get walked through the syllabus if you were in a face-to-face class, I take the time to make videos for students so that you can see in real time what I'm expecting and learn to how to interpret these documents. So the first thing you'll see at the top of the document is my contact information and some information about the class. It will also contain information about the portfolio due date. So for you that is August 5th, 2016. So with this you'll be able to refer back to this and see if you ever need to contact me, you'll have my phone number and my email. So the next thing I want to bring your attention to is right below my contact information on the page. You're going to see an important attendance requirement for PL 1010. And this is the attendance requirement for any class that's an online class at Northwood. You need to post to the discussion board by Wednesday of the first week at 11:59 p.m. So you are going to need to make a post to the first discussion board by March 16th at 11:59 p.m. or you will be dropped from the class. The rest of page 1 contains some information about course materials and textbooks, but this is an online class, so all the materials will be online in the course. So just finish reading page 1 and then we'll look at page 2. Page 2 contains a lot of information about some policies and some instructor email and some computer issues and course practices. And so this is just a good idea to read to get a feel for what to expect in PL 1010. I want to bring your attention to the bottom of page 2 where I talk about the scored modules. The scored modules is where you're going to get the bulk of your learning for the class, and they're integrated with my gradebook. So there's quiz questions and activities, and when you do it and submit it, it goes straight to my gradebook. But it only works with Internet Explorer for it to work with my gradebook, so use Internet Explorer when you're doing a scored module. Another great part of our class is the discussion boards. The first discussion board is the one that you're going to do to make sure that you're not dropped from the class, but the rest of them really offer some peer-to-peer feedback so that you can go in and get help on what you're working on from your classmates, and then you can help your classmates, which is really good community. Page 3 has some information on required work, late work, zeros, and evaluation. And this is really important information, so I recommend you read it a few times so that you understand the grading policy for the class. I want to bring your attention to the late work portion of the grading policies. Students who submit their work late are subject to a subtraction of 5 points per day on each assignment, and then on Friday, if you still have a zero, it's converted to a zero where you can only make it up for 50% of the possible points, and any zero that's not made up within 12 days becomes a permanent zero that you can't make up. So it's really important to stay on top of your work in the first place and make things up quickly. Evaluation method basically means how you're going to be graded for this class. This class is pass-fail and the points breakdown are below. You need to make 600 of the 1,000 points, but another thing is that you need to have all your assignments submitted, so you won't be able to pass the class if you have a zero on one of the assignments. So when you take these two policies together, what it shows is that if you are late on an assignment longer than 12 days, that means you won't be able to make it up. And if you can't make up an assignment and you have a permanent zero, you won't be able to pass the class. So this is really PL 1010 is not a hard class to pass, but if you're missing work, you won't be able to pass it. So it's very important to stay on top of our homework and to make sure that you've completed every assignment that we've highlighted below if you were intending to pass the class and turn in a portfolio. Pages 4 and 5 contain the schedule for the class, which is the weekly topics and all the assignments that are due, and you can use this as a checklist to make sure that you're completing all the assignments, and there'll be an activity in the syllabus module to help you explore this more. I've also included an AOS draft revision and submission schedule in the syllabus, which is what your due dates are going to be for your AOS drafts depending on how many classes you're petitioning for. So keep this handy for later in the class. On the final page, the last thing that you'll see are your portfolio requirements, and it will contain some information about what we're expecting for that portfolio and your due date, which is also on the first page of the document. And so I would encourage you to kind of check this out, but know that you'll learn everything that you need to do to make your portfolio in the class. So this is not in the syllabus, but this is when I say at the top of the syllabus that I have office hours on Wednesdays. One of the things I do is I have a Blackboard Collaborate session, which enables you to talk to me face to face, and for us to have a whiteboard where we can work on problems that you're having together. And so at the very top of your syllabus, if you go back to page 1, you'll see that I have office hours Wednesday 12 to 1 p.m. or as needed, depending on your situation. So you can always call me and schedule something. So use that contact information and stay in touch during the class. Good luck. Bye.